Yeah, one thing we got to be mindful about recording is the music on there. And sometimes that's why I have to be a little bit closer, because the music can get you a copyright strike on YouTube. Anybody who knows that has to be extremely careful with when there's music there. So right now, guys, early bird breakfast. I'm there to recharge batteries because we have a day ahead of us. We're gonna go to the safari, Bangkok today. So here we go to the safari to check out some animals. We bought a day pass, very cheap, for 25 bucks. And now we're heading over there to the safari. Early in the morning, we open at 9. So we get the full experience. I'm gonna be recording some videos there. This music, I'm telling you guys, they should lower it. And gain some energy now to be ready for ready to go over there. We're heading over to the safari right now, and yeah, making videos, sir. And it looks like I made a guy angry at the hotel over there, one of the taxi guys, because I did mention Grab to a couple of people there that spoke Spanish. Just seemed like the guy wanted to charge too much and take advantage of those people over there. And you don't want to be taken advantage of when you're over here. And I feel that I needed to say something I didn't want to say. Made that taxi guy angry. And so he took a picture of me and some video. And that way he can promote my channel too as well. And yeah. Just be careful, guys, when you come in here. Some of the taxi guys booking directly are sometimes more expensive, and they try to take advantage of you. So always negotiate the prices on there, and make sure these guys don't take advantage of you when you come and travel. Because as foreigners, as people that come as foreigners to this country, it's important that we keep an eye on those things. So that's one important thing about the travel, to keep an eye on, guys. So right now we're heading to Safari, and it's about 39 miles away, and we have a booking on there. Everything is used through the phone. A vulture QR code, the famous QR codes are all used all throughout this country, and it's all really famous on there. So right now we're going to be taking the freeway this time, so we can get there a little bit faster. We got to pay the tolls. Usually we're covered in those, and that's where we're heading right now. Tolls, they pay tolls in here, guys. It's pretty affordable in here to travel on the highway. So there's two forms of travel. On top is the main highway, and then on the bottom is the just the highway where you don't pay, which usually gets a lot of traffic on there. So there's two ways to travel on there, and this one, two ways, because there's just so much traffic to travel there. So that's where we're heading right now, guys. One good way to travel in this country. So we arrived to the safari here. It was about almost an hour drive on there, and for those interested in there, I paid about 360 baht for this trip. So always book on there using that Grab app, which is a hidden secret here to travel in Thailand. So now, guys, I always use the QR code on there, and we're going to be clicking on here, my name, and then that's the ticket here, and it prints out. So yeah, they're getting ahead of their time with these little QR codes that everybody's using now on there to be able to book a ticket to the safari here. That's pretty cool.
ของเขาเด็กที่แม่เขาเห็นน่ะต้องนับไหมของลูกเนี่ยเจอแล้วตอนนี้ได้24แต่ต่อไปนะครับด้านในห้องน้ำนะครับด้านใน
Sweet, no, let's sweet.
So like they say, they use all the QR codes to be able to scan on there, guys. So one little history about the elephant. This is a very important animal for the culture of Thailand on there. You guys can see. Just a little bit of souvenirs. Wheelchair accessible, that's important. So the floating markets, I'm gonna use ChatGPT to give me more information on this. I don't know much about this, so I'm gonna research. This is an interesting topic to research, but judging by this, there used to be markets floating in the rivers, and that's how you used to do commerce and exchange on there. So I'll have to do more research on the floating markets. I'll get back to you on that, guys. But for now, that's a representation of that. What are these? Look at that, those catfish are just huge. They get to an enormous size. We came here to see some animals, right, guys? Park looks needs a little maintenance probably. You guys can see on the cage. Okay. High intelligence, these birds. Let's see if they say hello. Hello? 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 Hi. How you doing? Good? See, these birds are very smart, so they can actually know about the intelligence here. Hello? Hello? How are you? Hello? Look how smart those birds are. What is that? Huh? Curious? That's a beautiful bird, honestly. En español. ¡Ay, qué hermosos están ustedes! ¡Qué hermosos están ustedes, pajaritos! These birds are very smart. Look at that. Look at that gaze. God, those beautiful, beautiful birds. I just love the creatures here. The parrot. One female, many males, breeding season. The female red, one nest, gets their place. So they got many parrot females. I can't say anything. Words can't describe these beautiful animals, guys, honestly. On there, so look at that. God, that's so beautiful. God, this honestly, guys, God's creation. It's beautiful, isn't it? So guys, even the raccoon here, they have a safari for him. We all know in America, North America, how feisty these guys can get, whatever that guy is. I don't know where the raccoon is, but they have a safari for him. And you know how these animals can be kind of aggressive on there. But they also all over the world. Yep, North America, amigos. Look at that, red. We know these guys really well over there. They like to feed on garbage. But hey, God's creations, we love all animals, right? More birds, and more birds, guys. Fruits, seeds. You guys are feed on fruit and seeds. Fish. They say fish is one of life's mysteries, right? Look how calm they are. Kind of can't really see. Kind of blurry. I have to go step back a little bit so that way you guys can see. They're definitely a mystery, right, guy? A mystery? You guys are a mystery. Look at that. I tell you, all animals. The thing is, our energy, they can feel our energy in life. You see, when we generate great energy, the animals can feel that. It's all part of the how we can live in nature. Let me just make a little. Right, guy? Where are those, the white ones? Star catfish. A shark. Only in that region, guys. Look, see? All the animals, they provide something to nature. This one, this beautiful fish that you see there, takes care of unwanted aquatic weeds in the rivers and water canals, so the water doesn't get stuck on there. These guys are clean. They clean all that. So everything in life is created for a purpose. It has a purpose. These beautiful animals, they have a purpose. All kinds of species of birds on here, guys. All important to nature. Largest pigeon, all as important to nature. These beautiful birds are ecosystem. And it's our job is to protect this ecosystem, so that way these animals can flourish on there. The safaris are a good place because it allows us to get an understanding for these animals and nature and the importance that they have on this world. So we have a debt to all the animals on the planet to make sure they keep on going and they don't go extinct on there. But with some of the environmental problems that we have, we need to learn to clean up all that so that way these animals can continue to flourish on this planet right with us. Guys, I guess the animal you guys all wanted to see is but you know, the thing about these animals are they're well trained too. And this is the cheetah. Oh my god, this animal is beautiful. Beautiful. The cheetahs are just beautiful. Right, guy? Look at that. Well trained. Yeah, they have to train these animals. And then one thing about them, they live in the trees, take long naps, rest, because these guys can travel for prey at very, very fast, 60 miles an hour, I think, if I'm correct. But as you can see, I think this is the cheetah. But I don't know if there's a description here. Right, guy? Right? Look at that. Look how well trained that animal is. Well, they're used to living in this type of safari. These are not wild animals, guys. It's just these are trained to be with people on there. So that's why the wild ones, well, you're not gonna be able to get this close. These are the leopards, guys. The strongest cats, able to climb trees, heavy prey, and sure lions, hyenas cannot steal it. Impressive, impressive. The largest rodent in the world, I'm gonna know. There, you guys can read it. It's a big rat. One of the largest rodents. I've never seen. I didn't even know these guys existed. Wow, that's impressive. Let me look at the South America.
한식 줘요? 왜요?
이거 얘 나왔어.
They're like carrots on the... Looking for food? These guys are looking for food on there, huh? These guys are probably looking for food, but they're super friendly. You can tell. Well, they're used to being with people anyway, trained. Eat little carrots. This country is hot, guys. Whew. Very humid. Probably about like 90 degrees right now. Very humid on there. That's why you want to pack shorts, shirts, because wearing anything else, you're just not going to be comfortable at all. So that's the only way you can move on there. So moving along on this safari, first time it's nice to see some of these animals in action. Guys, something I just wanted to mention on there that was said to me on there when I said I was going to come to the safari. I don't know why people think in the society that we live in, it's so messed up that people think that coming to the safaris here and learning about these animals is a waste of time and childless. How is this childless? How can it just be for the kids when I just learned a whole bunch of stuff I didn't know about the animals on there just by coming here. Why? Because they don't want to enjoy this. This is reality. This is life, you know. And we live in a society that's so messed up that you know, being with these animals, which they're not wild animals, they're trained and everything, but it's good to get us a first glimpse of how nature is, you know, and find more information about the animals. So I don't know why there's that stigma in society. I just hate it, man. I hate it so much. You go out, you be you, and do whatever you want. That's what life is about. I'm 33 years old, 34. I've only been to the zoo or the safaris twice in my life. This is a brand new experience for me. So I'm enjoying it, taking it all in. And I don't know why there's that. Hopefully that gets fixed, or at least we start thinking a little bit different in society about those type of things. It's just something I wanted to point out, guys. The camels. I don't know why. Yeah, there's so much bad stigma, like I was mentioning about that. But let me just end it there, guys. Here, this is focus on the animals here, the beautiful animals, and the fact that this gives us an opportunity to learn more about the animals. And there, where else are we going to go in the wild and learn about these? Here we get to see these animals and what they look like, so that way we get an understanding of the animals. This is why it's part of my channel, for us to understand these animals, understand what we have here in nature. Why is it so important? How you doing? Only 2,500. See, this is what I was talking about, guys, about preserving the species. There's only 2,500 of these left in the wild, of these beautiful animals that I've never seen before, almost going extinct. Why? Because we have, I don't want to get into that topic of controversial, because my channel doesn't do that, but it's sad to see that there's only 2,500 of these animals left. And yeah, gonna end it on that topic there, guys. Guys, I think it's gonna conclude the video on here. I didn't want to go, there was actually no shows on here. Overall, the safari place was a little run down on there. Kind of disappointed in some of the infrastructure that they had kind of beat up in here, you know, really commercialized, and they haven't done much improvements to the location. Being such a place for potential, it looks like management has neglected this safari zone place, and I don't think I can say much good things about it, you know. Let me get closer because there's. Why is it always when we try to speak, there's always music playing? This is why I don't even get it. I get so lucky that there's always music playing when I'm trying to get a point across. So, guys, overall, the safari, if you want to come on there. It's only $25 and experience it firsthand. There is some animals in here, but it's kind of like I said, it's been neglected by management, run down. It's all commercialized on there. It's not even really about the animals. It's mostly about the shows, and that's where they're making the most of the money. And I think they only had 1 or 2 shows here, so I couldn't show you like on that, because that's where, like I said, guys, that's where they commercialize this places. Instead of focusing on learning more about the animals, they're just trying to make another dollar selling those shows on there, which cost extra on there. So what can I say? That's just how life is. We gotta keep moving on there, guys, on there. So that concludes this video, guys, for the Safari Zone. I give it about 3 stars. You want to come, you can come and then experience it firsthand. Do I recommend it? Yeah, I guess just come and check it out. But it shouldn't be one of those destinations where it's on your bucket list, because it really wasn't up to par, I feel, to what it could be. You know, there's a lot of potential here and a lot of room for improvement, but it just looks like I keep saying, can improve in the future. So Pollo Chicano, hot as heck. And I think we're gonna be concluding this, guys. On there, we did some of the animals weren't even available here, so we're gonna conclude this, and we'll see you there, guys. You can hit like and subscribe to the channel there. We'll see you there.